Good morning, Riverside, and thank you for joining us this beautiful Sunday morning. Today, we have a few announcements that are happening over the next few weeks. But first, thank you to all who voted on the revised Riverside e-newsletter name, Down by the Riverside 1. So you should be seeing this e-letter in your inboxes on Wednesdays and Sundays. Next up is Reverend Jim to tell you about a daily project he's been working on for the next few years with a few friends around the country. Reverend Jim?
Thanks, Natalie. Now, I want to show you a number, 1,189. This number means two specific things. First, it's the number of chapters in the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, 1,189 of them. And second, this is the number of days it's going to take us to complete our newest digital ministry project. We're calling it Bible in a Minute. Every day, starting in Genesis 1, 60 seconds at a time, we're offering a reflection, a summary, a devotion, some inspiration from every chapter in the Bible. You guessed it, all 1,189 of them. We started this project about 3 weeks ago, just after homecoming. Today, chapter 21 just launched, and these reflections are coming from Riverside clergy, from our congregants, and from faith leaders from across the country. It's such an incredibly rich and diverse expression of faith and of interpreting scripture. Now, we want to do a few things with this project. Number one, we want to teach you something new about the Bible. I didn't know it said that. Number two, we want to inspire you to maybe pick the book up and read it for yourself. What a novel concept, huh? And number three, we want to model a progressive lens for reading and interpreting the Bible. Many of us carry baggage with how the Bible's been interpreted by, past experiences of our lives, at least I have, but we want to offer a way to see how we can read this book today, understanding what it meant then and how it continues to echo and resonate in our lives and in our world. So where and how do you watch these things? Great question. All over the place. First, if you're on social media, these videos are going to be there. If you're following Riverside on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, we are posting these every single day on all of those platforms. Or if you just want to come to the website, trcnyc.org/Bible in a minute, all one word, that's a page that has every single chapter of the Bible laid out. And as a new episode is published, you can click on the chapter and watch that video. So we hope you enjoy. We hope you come with us on this 3-year journey through the Bible, all 1,189 chapters. It's going to be a fantastic adventure. But speaking of fantastic adventures, our Mission and Social Justice Commission is always leading us into fantastic and necessary spaces. Reverend Mir, what's happening these days with Mission and Social Justice? What do you got next for us?
We have quite a few very important things coming up, Reverend Jim. I'm here to tell you about two of them. First, the Riverside Church Book Club partners with Riverside's Anti-Racism Task Force to review Resmaa Menakem's New York Times bestseller, My Grandmother's Hands, Racialized Trauma and the Pathway to Mending Our Hearts and Bodies. Our desire is that through the study of My Grandmother's Hands, we can deepen our understanding of racialized trauma and its pervasive impact on individuals, communities, and institutions. This increased awareness will enable us to develop a more empathetic and informed approach towards dismantling racism. I will be moderating a panel featuring Dr. Pamela Davis, Carol Fook Mpoyo, and Ruben Martinez. This book club will take place on Zoom. Next is the United Church of Christ and the Riverside Church will host the National Trans Visibility March, Empowerment Service, and Faith Summit to share a message with emphasis on reclaiming our time, changing the narrative through faith in action on Thursday, October 19th, right here in the Nave and online. We will begin the morning with a facilitated networking gathering where we will share our needs, share care resources, and envision local work together for the year ahead. There will also be an empowerment service to share a message from our trans, non-binary allies and co-conspirators, plus a dialogue with trans and non-binary elders and movement makers on how together we can act in just love for our LGBTQIA+ siblings in the year ahead and beyond. Hope to see you there. Back to you, Natalie.
Thanks, Reverend Mira and Reverend Jim, for joining me today. For more information about these events, visit our website at trcnyc.org/LOC, scan the QR code in the front of your bulletin, download the app, or ask one of us when you see us about all of this and more in the life of our community.